I'm not giving up.
It seems you're too proud to admit when you failed.
That's not it!
What?
I'm just still working on something, and I didn't want to use it in battle till I was sure it was time. Honestly, I didn't think I'd try it till after this tournament, when I was ready to challenge Lord Beerus again.
Say what? Is he actually trying what I think?
Surely he hasn't discovered a transformation.
Now I'll show you the Kaioken!
At this point, I only have about a 1 in 10 chance of pulling it off. And if I mess this move up, it's gonna do a lot more than just knock me out of this tournament. All the power of Super Saiyan Blue intensified with the Kaioken technique.
It takes a huge toll on him.
Going Super Saiyan strains his body too, and I'm sure that so-called Super Saiyan Blue's exponentially worse. Adding Kaioken on top of that, it's hard to imagine the damage he's doing to himself.
Quadruple! No, it's times 10! Kaioken times 10! No way! So fast! What the?
I don't care how far you push your time skip, it won't stand a chance against what I am now. I gotta end this with one shot!
You're mine!
Okay, and we are live on YouTube and on Twitter, but not on Kick, not on Rumble. Why? I don't know. Honest to God, I don't know. It's set up correctly. I can see the chats in my big conglomerate of chats, so it's connected. And despite the fact that it's connected, it is not actually live. Thank you, whoever just subscribed. Michael, thank you, Michael. I don't know. It really does not matter in the big picture of things. I got a whopping 20 followers right now on Kick, so whatever. In Rumble, I just... maybe we'll talk about Rumble in a little bit, actually. Because it's a microcosm of certain things. Hello, chat. Thank you for joining us. Got myself a new little setup with the camera. Now it's over on the side. It's not directly in front of me. I had to stack several books up in order to have a look at me, and it was cutting off the screen. It was awful. But now I got 1, 2, 3 screens to look at. Yeah, I'm going professional, or at least as professional as a streamer can be. It's a strangely low bar, and it feels like the more effort you put in, the less you get out of it. Just asking, have you watched Megalobox yet? No, not yet. I have not. I can barely keep up with stuff I'm currently watching, let alone going into the back catalogs. It's something I want to watch. So it's there. I'm not actually gotten around to doing it yet. You're getting all tech on us? Yeah, as much as I could. Alright. So we already had the intro. I don't want to spend too much time just dicking around. But I'm going to be looking left and right to make sure that everything is at least somewhat passable. Nobody's complained about the audio yet, so I'm assuming it's working. I'm assuming the music is not too low. There is a reason why I decided I need to start streaming more often. It's, Hi, cats. It's actually a bit horrifying. The reason why I've decided. And I'll get into it by first talking about anime Matsuri. Yeah, I've been muted this whole time, yeah. No, I can see the things. So, Anime Matsuri was 2 weeks ago now, and yeah, it was terrible. It was really bad. And it wasn't just a me thing. I spoke to several of the several of the exhibitors there. And apparently, it's been something that's been going downhill for a while. My little logo thing is blocked. Can I move this? Yes, I can. I'll move it over to this side, I guess. Just have it hover over to the side. Make sure you guys can see chat. So yeah, several exhibitors were talking about just how much this con is just going downhill every year. I made less money at this 40,000 person convention than I have at 10,000 person conventions. That's how bad it was. I made more of a loss than anything. So yeah. I'm not going to be going back again. This is the second year now. Last time I went was 3 years ago. And it was better than the 2 weeks ago. But even the 3 years ago made me go, you know what? I need to stop. Back then I thought it was just the economy, but it was a combination of both. But there's been something that's been weighing on me for several years now. And it became abundantly clear at Anime Matsuri when I had to interact with people. So there's a lot of people who call themselves introverts. A lot. I remember a couple of years ago, I was speaking with somebody, I think it was on a live stream, they were talking about how they would go out to bars and meet people and be all friendly and all this other stuff. And then, a few minutes later, they talk about how they are introverted. I just had to stop in my tracks and go, no, wait a minute. You were just talking about doing very non-introvert things. I think a lot of people confuse occasionally doing stuff by yourself with being an introvert. As for me, I have kind of taken the whole introvert thing to a new level, where I'm practically a modern-day hermit. There could be weeks in my life that pass by in which I do not speak to another human more than like 1 or 2 words. Like I say thank you to a cashier or something. I mean speak with my mouth, with my throat, not typing on the internet. And since I moved to Texas, I've been like that. A good 4 years now. 4.5. Now, I've been wondering, is it negatively affecting me? Because it feels like all of this not speaking might be bad. A day where I can say nothing to anyone is a good one. That is how I felt back in the day as well. Because I would always have to talk to people, especially when I had, normal jobs, when I was working Uber and Lyft, etc., etc. I would always have to speak with people, have conversations. And for the past 4 years, I haven't. And Anime Matsuri made it pretty clear that it's negatively affecting me. Like, I've noticed my ability to speak, including with live streams, has been going downhill. And it's been getting progressively worse. And it's starting to feel like I've made a lot of sacrifices for the things that I do. And I'm at the point where I'm now sacrificing speech. Sacrificing my ability to talk. That is insane. That is dangerous, even. That is not at a place I want to be. Hello over on Twitter, Pope1887. Thank you for joining us. Yes, I'm losing strength in my vocal cords. I can only speak for a little bit before things get sore and dry. I had some friends from Illinois visit me a couple of years ago. They came up here. They came down here. And one of them commented they found it kind of strange because I used to speak with them all the time. We would talk for hours upon hours upon hours about things. And now, I speak for 30 minutes. I need a cough drop. I can't. I'm not used to this. That's not a good thing. And since I am in my fuck all of these sacrifices stage of my life, I do not wish to keep going down this hole again. So I need to reverse this, because if it gets to be so bad to the point where I can barely speak with people, that's... It frightens me to the point where I can't speak, ironically enough. And I do not want to go down that path. I wonder if some sort of AI companion... I do not want to go down the route of speaking to an AI companion. That'll lead to other mental issues that I do not wish to ever mess with. I'd much rather speak with people. And this is the start of that. I'm going to try doing more live streams. I'm going to try doing interviews with people, go on other people's channels, and things of that nature. But I can't keep going down the route that I am. And another reason is, I used to be able to be quick on my feet. I used to be able to speak off the cuff and speak, barring the accent, elegantly? No, that's not the right word. What's the word I'm looking for? I knew what I was fucking saying. That's how I'll put it. Like just now, I'm like, what's the right word? I don't know, I gotta think about this. Elegant? No, not elegant. Give me a minute, chat. I never used to do that. I used to be able to just one sentence after another, boom, bam, bam. One thing... I was about to repeat myself, one thing after another. Like, I picked up so many bad habits from this not speaking to other people thing. I'm not paying a subscription to talk to people, but I just feel aloud at that point. So yeah, that's going to be one of the things that I'm looking to do with these live streams. Brain fog wasn't as bad. Yep. Corrupt X Omega. Do I know you personally from back in Illinois? Or are you just saying in a general sense? Like, were you somebody who followed me on YouTube back in 2019, 2020? So yeah, that's the thing. I need to get my brain going again. For my own sanity, of course. And then there's also just been a litany of other issues that I've been seeing in the zeitgeist of the culture, TM. Side notes, probably next week I'm going to update Secrets of the Songstress. It's going to include basil. The basil is making it taste better, and it feels like it's helping out a lot as well. Nolo, but you followed me after some discourse on Twitter. Also, like, yeah, T-Rep, T and Rep your stuff. Fantastic. Thank you for joining us and putting up with me. Man, well, I should talk about Twitter, which will relate to the whole culture TM thing. Obviously, there's a lot of stupid people on Twitter, and things are getting worse with people's general stupidity. Everybody knows that, and everybody thinks they're the smart one. Something else that's been going through my mind, and I don't have the answer yet, but I've been thinking to myself, Am I the midwit? Am I actually a dumbass according to my own standards? Because if all you do is go around fighting kindergartners, you're gonna feel like a powerful man. But that doesn't mean you know how to fight. And so, arguing with all these idiots on Twitter, do I just feel like I'm a smart man because I'm just basically fighting with 85 IQ troglodytes? So I need to take some time and think, maybe I'm not as smart as I think. I know I'm not as smart as I used to be. My wits have definitely left me over the years, but how bad has it gotten? I don't know. Another thing I need to find out. But yeah, one of the other things is that with all these stupid people on Twitter, I don't think I'm getting anywhere. Intellectually, mentally.
Your website sucks last time I checked.
Shut up, Pippa! Thank you, Tim Speller. Why isn't that popping up on my all chat thing? Come on. There we go. $5 from Tim Speller. Remember, we are our own worst critic. And that'll let me dive into something I posted on Twitter yesterday. Which I will actually get to it now because it goes right into it. Okay, I'm gonna share screen. That's the one. Share. Okay, what's the best way to do this? I'm gonna move you over here. Again, this is the first time I have done 3 screens. So I'm kind of doing this on the fly. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in to make sure you guys can see it better. I posted this yesterday or 2 days ago, August 5th. Today is August 6th, yesterday. Quote myself. I need a moment to say a thing about the tea shop. To get this out of my system so I can get back to my current focus, which was finishing up the script. I'm not necessarily a man brimming with confidence and certainty. When I was a personal trainer, after the entire time of professionally trained doctors, after the entire time, that's I didn't spell check this or anything of the sort, as you can tell now. After the entire time, whatever I meant to say, of professionally trained doctors and physical therapists failed for months to help an old man get out of a wheelchair after an accident, he was handed over to me as some last-ditch effort, as that was all his insurance was willing to pay for at that point. I got him out of the wheelchair and using one of those walkers in about 3 weeks. So, months. Team of highly trained doctors in one of those big expensive hospitals. Couldn't do shit. Little old T-Man. 3 weeks. Boom. But, because I didn't use some kind of ancient secret knowledge to do it, but just simple application, and it really was just simple, for some reason, everybody told themselves, you can't push him too hard, just keep him at one level. And then comes T-Man going, no, let's go to the next level. Let's see how that goes. And look at that, it works. 0 viewers. I know that is a lie. Why did Streamlabs, you are not that good. Alright. Yeah, because the chip application, I didn't at the time view it as impressive. Just incompetence on everyone else's part. If I ever get married, I'm fairly certain after she says, I do, I'll still be thinking to myself, I don't know if she's into me or not. She might just be, stringing me along. She might just feel bad for me. I also tend to lowball my expectations quite a bit. Often with work, I get something like the T-weight machine, thinking I'll save myself X amount of time, but it ends up being like triple that amount. I introduce pre-bagged teas, thinking it might increase my sales by 5-10%. It becomes like half the sales. So what is all this building up to? Well, I frequently say things along the lines of, if I had this amount of money / support, I'd be able to do this much. And I've just been thinking more and more about that on this 11th year anniversary. For those who are not aware, this is the 11th year anniversary of the Dragon's Treasure. If I take into account how often I lowball or bring myself down with my expectations, what would the things I want to create really look like? I'm already expecting, if given the breathing room and resources, to make enough change that it ends up having an unignorable international impact. If that's my supposed lowball, what would the full picture end up being? And I guess finally, how can I convince everyone else of this? Back to old Teaman. Actually, now I'm gonna delete this so you can see the chat. There we go. What we got going on here? Twitter kind of fell off in regards to dialogue. Still good for cute anime pics though. Hey Teaman, I've been listening to for a few minutes now, but I feel ya about needing to talk to people. I feel the same way. I have to admit, fighting those people has been good for business. Yeah, it has been good for business. Not good for my soul, not good for my mental state, but good for business. That's quite annoying. You're smarter than people like me who do it for free. I am the Eagle, Mr. Han. Says, that said though, I want one day to talk to you about history. I wanted to ask you what you think about Genghis Khan's empire. Hello, drop it to give a life. Give a like. And $100, I hope? Is that thing still up? My goal? So for those who don't see in the top left, I have a goal ended. Set another goal. Let's do this again. Goal amount. 50 super chats. Super chat. Red and higher. At least $100. At least 50 super chats of $100 in the next 30 minutes. How will I celebrate if I hit this goal? I will show feet. Start the goal. The goal is set, chat. I need 50 super chats of at least $100. If you do that, I will show feet. You get the T-Man's promise. One picture. I think it's a reasonable goal. If you disagree, well, fine. I don't care. So to tie this into what I was saying previously, I've hit a certain limit with the whole zeitgeist of the culture war. It's become quite obvious, maybe some of you are going to get pissed off about this, but the people on my side are too fucking incompetent to trust anymore. And that's one of the reasons why I am so angry that my speaking abilities have fallen so low. It's one of those unfortunate things where everybody keeps saying that they want someone to do something. But all of their time, attention, and most importantly, money goes towards people who don't do something. Goes to the people who talk. You know, the one thing I'm losing. They want people to just yap and yap and yap and say the same exact things they've been saying for over a decade. It's not just politics. Dominic bites. It's not just politics. Yeah, perfect. Somebody not me do something. I'm gonna keep talking about, but I guess, again, if I was better at speaking, I can find a nicer way to say this, but you're all too fucking incompetent. You can't do shit. I cannot trust you to do anything. It's affecting me. It's affecting the shit I like. And I'm sick of it. Since you can't do it, quit giving these other people your money. Give me your fucking money. I'll do it. I will do this shit. One thing I've learned about myself. Even if there's a problem, which at the moment, I have no idea what to do about it, I figured it out. I solve it. I've been doing that shit with the business for a long time. And the shit I've been able to do with the lack of revenue that I've had and the lack of income, godlike compared to the shit I have seen from all of these other culture warriors. Funny story. Dominic says, this is why I like Leaflet. She inspires me to create things I want to see in the world. There are two things with Miss Leaflet I want to say. One, I almost private DM'd her to yell at her. Angrily yell at her. Because she was on that phase where she kept trying to do debates and shit with people who don't deserve it. And I was losing my fucking mind. It's like, God fucking damn it, Leaflet. Stop it. Stop giving these people attention. Stop giving them what they want. They want sound bites. They want clips. That is all they cared about. You talking with them does nothing good. But luckily she figured that out on her own. So I didn't have to do anything. Which is fantastic. Because it was starting to really get at me. It's like, Leaflet, what are you doing? But the other thing is, yes, she does inspire it. She is somebody who I want to speak with regarding AI stuff. Because I think her dynamic and mine would have a really interesting, genuine conversation. Because she uses a lot of AI, but she has created so much stuff on her own and still creates outside of AI. What was that tweet I just saw? Not tweet, but a message. I don't like Leaflet. I don't like the Culture Warriors. You gotta look at Leaflet differently. Leaflet is one of the good ones. Because she actually does stuff. Like, she is the example I want to go to with people. What's going on with this mic? This is too loose. Also, if I'm too loud, let me know if I'm screaming a little bit too much. I don't know how loud things are getting. No, Leaflet does great work. She worked on League of Legends, made some of the most iconic characters that's still around today, like Lux. You know, like the biggest character in the entire game. Pantheon. She worked on Master Yi. I forgot to what extent. Like, she has done shit all her life. She made that whole RPG thing, which is amazing. There should be like 1 million Leaflets. But there's like maybe 2. I have nothing but praise for Leaflets. In that sense. That's why I'm so happy to work with her. The slippery slope of AI is always there. Yes, it is, and that's why I want to have the conversation, because I'm also someone who uses AI, but at the same time I'm going, okay, there are issues with AI that are making everything worse, and I think the bad outweighs the good. But she is somebody who says the good outweighs the bad. But she also creates a lot of stuff outside of AI. So that's why I think me and her having a conversation will be really interesting. Once I get my skill points leveled up in speech. Because as I am right now, I would not do a good job. What's going on here? Chat. Sound okay? One of the good ones. Hard to disagree? You can disagree, Dusty, but obviously I don't feel that way. To be fair, it's normal human nature. People are averse to trusting new things even when they agree with them. I was using AI. I was a champion of AI for a while. Then I started to notice more and more bad things happening, and then I began to kind of move the other direction. I will get to Grumps a little bit later. The reason this may have been... Too many things going on in chat. Shadi. Dominic, I was looking at something else. I lost it. Whatever, let's get back to the plots. I gotta remember, I can't have these quiet moments during stream. I got the music playing, yes, but people always want people to be yapping, and yapping some more. Something I gotta practice. But yeah, one day I want to have the conversation with Miss Leaflet. Yeah, according to my pitch, conservatives and just people on the general not left, I'm tired of seeing the uselessness, the incompetence, the inability to do anything. Which can lead me to... Okay, so I'm done with you. I hate that. Not you. Not you. Not you. Actually, I'll go to you first. Let's go. Share. Screen. You. Yes. Something somebody said today on Twitter. Mooberry Gaming. One of my affiliates. The Dragon's Tea. Holy shit. Is that demon's extract good and smooth? Genuinely, there is no bitter taste at all. I just got my order today and immediately made a cup. Can't wait to brew the cherry cola later. I liked and retweeted it. And again, before I started selling coffee, and still to this day, I didn't drink coffee. I don't drink coffee. I'm not a coffee guy. And my screen share. Coffee is just not my thing. But when I decided to sell it and go into business with it, I researched. I looked it up. I bought the roaster, the first roaster I had, experimented, made some mistakes, made some really bad mistakes. Oh my god, did I make some really bad mistakes. I just ordered the white tea sample to look forward to. Thank you so much. And... yeah, okay. I'm not gonna look at the phone. I trust that you did. Thank you, Nate. But yeah. I looked at what the professionals said. Like the high-end professionals, not the Jeremy professionals. I learned about things like humidity and the sea level. Because I'm pretty low at the sea level. I'm over in the Houston area. How that affects the taste. The difference between light, medium, and dark roasts. How'd you get it? I received feedback from people from emails. If you tried a light roast last year and didn't like it too much, try it again. I've changed the way I do things. Now that I have a machine that lets me control the temp of the heater much better, the oven, I'm able to do more things. And so I cook the light roasts differently than I cook the medium and dark roasts. So it's much better now. Where did you go? Coffee sampler, I hear you, but it'll be too much work as things stand right now. Since I make everything to order, I can't just have samplers there. You know, trying, I don't know, 2 ounce a piece. Because I gotta cook each of them individually. That's just not worth it. I'm stuck with that. Unless I can get myself a K-Cup machine. You know, give me a second. Let me... Because you remember Corden talking about how he's got to pay $80,000 for a K-Cup machine? K-Cup... coffee maker. Is this what I was looking for? Not you, not you. K-Cup coffee maker. Commercial. Not you. Are you what I'm looking for? Maybe you? Let's see. Fuck, what did I look up? Did I put it in bookmarks? Bookmark and lists. Scrolling down. No. Buy bulk, melt and pour soap base. Thermogenic paint. Chronic, whatever. Black myth. No, I did not. Damn it! Maybe not commercial, maybe industrial. I know, exciting. K-Cup packaging. Packer? Coffee vacuum, no. Coffee pot filling machine, maybe this one. I don't want to leave a message. Go away. Application. Get a code. No, fuck you. I do not trust any company that says, email us for a quote. Fuck you. Give me the prices. That's all I care about. K-cup fill up. There we go. I'm gonna share the screen now. Boom, boom, boom. You go away. Would a smaller roaster make it possible? No, because I would have to do each of them individually. And that's why I can't just go with a smaller roaster. Unless I can do something with the K-cups. Share. Screen. Not slides. Go away. Share. Screen. This guy. Share. So here we have a bunch of different types of K-cup fillers. I was thinking of getting something like this or that if I could afford it. Well, maybe this one. I forget. No, maybe it was one of these. Okay, whatever. The point is, it's possible for me to get one of these K-cup filters and start doing K-cups for people. This is cheaper than the roaster. But with Mr. Jeremy, he's like, I gotta spend $80,000 for a K-cup filter. Let's look at one of these high-end ones, because they have this, that. Actually, no, this is a little cheap. This is still $5,000. Let's look at this $35,000 one. What can this $35,000, which is less than half of what Jeremy said he needed, what can it do? A lot of other stuff. I want to know specifically how many per minute. No, and you can also... You don't need that money right away. You can pay per month. Okay, transpire. Oh, there we go. Production speed is up to 3,000 cups per hour. Or 50 cups per minute. Just the $35,000 one. 50 cups a minute. Now, Mr. Jeremy, if you were doing so well just with the K-cups that 50 a minute you could not process enough K-cups, you could afford the $80,000 on your own in like a month. Could Jeremy even afford the payments? Yeah. Alright, so wait is... Not you. Not you. Not you. No. There we go. Share this tab instead. Make sure you can see it. Yesterday, Mr. the Coil Ring... Hold on. There we go. Mr. the Coil Ring sent out an email to his backers, and one of those people who's now my affiliate sent me the email. Oh my god, someone sent me this. The Coil Ring sent out this email to former customers, and it's amazing. I'm gonna first read it. Hi there. Let me open image in new tab. Share this tab instead. There we go. This is what his email said. Hi there. I dropped the ball. Seriously. Oh man, it must have been really bad. Over the past 60 days, I have taken on the entirety of operations here at Coffee Brand Coffee, and the learning curve was very hard. Have you, Jeremy? Keep this in mind. He is taking on the entirety of operations here at Coffee Brand Coffee. You know, the guy who keeps bragging how he's making $100,000 a month. How are you able to keep up with that? I mean, I am sweating bullets when it's one of those really big months when I'm making like 13 to 15,000. Which only happens, you know, on occasion. And those are intense. And you're doing 10 times that? Man, Jeremy, you were amazing all by yourself while still doing the channel. Oh, I will clap, but I'm holding tea. No. I now personally take care of everything from fulfillment to customer service. It's just me. Man, fuck you. This is both good and bad at times, but I promise you, going forward, everything is going to get a lot better. Like, a lot. He is such a fucking millennial. God, the way he speaks is So annoying. I'm not exactly Mr. Professional with my business speech. Well, let me rephrase that. When things get serious like this, my speech is professional. That's when I stop speaking like... I don't speak this bad ever, but you know what I'm saying. Like, know when to turn it on, man. Also, a lot is 2 words. During the transition... Huh? Jeremy trans confirmed. I dropped several balls, and I sincerely apologize. If you have an open issue, please respond to this email. I'll do everything in my power to fix it. You are my entire world here at Coffee Brand Coffee. Please stop being this gay. There's limits to how gay you can be, and I can tolerate. If I lost your business, please let me know how I can earn it back. I have massive plans for us, and they don't work without you. No, you piece of shit! I have massive plans for us! I'm the one with the massive plans! You don't plan for shit! You plan for your retirement! That is what you plan for. If I win the lottery, and I get $100,000 from this lottery, I'm not gonna retire. That shit's going into the business. That shit's going into video game production. That shit's going into multiple anime productions. I'm gonna be doing shit with that money. You are gonna walk away. So, up here he says, I now personally take care of everything from fulfillment to customer service. Down here, I recently moved all of our fulfillment through Amazon, so people could get quicker, cheaper shipping, and the transition has been rough. Stuff going out of stock, wrong orders shipped. It's been... God. I'm gonna read this verbatim. It's been, quite frankly, been a mess in the short term, and I am sincerely sorry. It should all be good now, finally. Please add some periods properly. It should be sorry, it should all be good now, then period. I'm being a grammar Nazi, I know, but if you're doing this professional stuff, like, if I'm sending out a professional email, I'm rereading that shit at least twice. And I've done an apology email when I first was making the powdered drinks, and they were not up to snuff. There were issues from making small-scale batches to large-scale batches, things I did not think about. And it caused some issues, especially with flavor. And so I sent an email, my bad, I did this way too fast. I said I was going to do this starting in January. I began in November. I'm doing this while the holiday rush is coming. Big mistake, my bad. I will fix it. But I said it professionally. We even accidentally sent out about 500 bags of coffee to people who hadn't ordered in a while. Don't worry, you are not charged, so I guess enjoy the free coffee. An expensive lesson from me. How do you accidentally send out 500 bags of coffee? In short, he's lying. What really gets me though is I can't figure out the point of this lie. Like, usually when you lie, there is a reason you are lying. You're trying to cover something up. You're trying to have people think in a certain way. I can't figure out what the goal of this lie was. It's like it was a lie just for the sake of lying. Also, 500 bags of coffee. Assuming they were all the cheapest versions, that's at least $10,000. $10,000 of coffee, not counting shipping. How do you make a $10,000 mistake like that? You don't. No sale pitch. Just me saying so. This whole thing was a sales pitch. Just me saying sorry, and I will do whatever it takes to make it right and earn you back as a customer. Or, of course, keep you. Basically, everything now runs through our Amazon store, but I thought he did it all himself. By the way, so far somebody has donated $5. If I get another $5, I am making as much, or if not more, than a Jeremy stream. A live stream, that is. So if anyone wants to donate an extra $5, or 10, or 20, or 50, or 100, or 500, that'll make me happy, and it'll make me doing better than Jeremy when he goes live. cuts me out, allowed no mistakes, centralizes customer service for me. He might have been drunk when he wrote this. Because he's just going back and forth. If you're subscribed to the site, blah blah blah, and ensure that's screwed up, I'm fixing it all at light speed, and things are only going to get better this year with new product offerings, faster shipping.
Website sucks last time I checked.
Thank you for the $10, Captain Ridiculous Awesome Sauce. What did you say, young man? I now make more money per stream than Jeremy. I can listen to the Teaman talk about business because he knows what the fuck he's talking about. Bad Judd doesn't know jack crap. Keep kicking, supposed to say ass, Teaman. I'm doing what I can. I'm gonna just close that. Yeah, just absolutely embarrassing. Unbelievable. You're a culture warrior, ladies and gentlemen. That is the man that millions have been going to. And I've known this since... When did he come into the scene? 2018 or something? I've known this since back then. It's been like 8 years of me just saying this stuff. And nobody ever picks up on it. Until it's way too late. And one of the things that's been driving me insane is, as you guys know, in the past like 6 months, he's been on a downward spiral. And there's been a lot of content creators jumping over it. A lot of those content creators, they're just Jeremy Light. They're barely any different from him. And I'm thinking, when do I want to talk about it? When do I want to say something? Because, remember a few years ago when I decided to go ahead and jump into it and call out Grums? You guys remember that? That damaged my business. It did. I lost subscribers. I don't mean like just on YouTube. I mean like people who were paying for Dragon's Wing subscriptions on the website. I lost orders, customers. Another $5. Oh man. I am doubling Jeremy's income. You were right and called it back then. I watched that live stream. Thank you. And for the rest of you cheap asses, give me more money. I demand it. If you can afford it. But yeah, when I went after Mr. Grums, I took a massive hit. I felt it. It wasn't a small, it was a massive hit. I still say shit. I still call him out, but nowhere near as much. And now that he is on his 10th year of this video game project, I get to show this. This happened earlier today, and it's one of the greatest things I have seen this year. I'm gonna pause the music for this. Share. Screen. That's the one. Victims of Grums. I follow this account because they stay up to date with Mr. Grums. With today's reveal of Firefall's spiritual successor, Flare Frontier, Scooby, S-K-U-B-E, has posted more new gameplay footage than Grums has in years. So what happened is this person right here, Scooby, he is somebody who has been following Ember since, I think, the beginning. He's got a very tiny YouTube channel. He uploads things about Ember whenever something happens. And it's it's been a while. In fact, I'm going to quickly go to... I got to organize these tabs a little bit better. Not you, not you. You, I'm done with. Yes. Share this tab instead real quick. Nearly 5 months have passed since Mark Grums-Kern promised to show backers some progress in 2 weeks. So this is back in March 13th.
Your website sucks last time I checked.
Pippa! It's on the list of things to do. I run all of this by myself. Fuck off. Goddamn rabbit. What's going on here? Kudzu Warrior for $5 says, there's 100 to you. There's 100 to you to not show feet, please, through the site. Hoping you didn't already doing since I'm watching about 20 minutes behind. Don't worry. you have to hit, what was it, 50 super chats of at least $100. If I get that, which would be at minimum $5,000, no, I'm going to show feet. I'm going to show feet at $5,000 if you super chat me that much. It'll be one picture. And you'll all like it. But yeah, March 13th. I know we've been quiet for a while, but that's because I've been head down mode for the game for the past 2 months. You can tell by the tweets. No, you can't. There are changes afoot, and I'm extremely excited. I've never been more excited for the game in a long time. I'll have stuff to share in a week or two. And this was back in March. And then last month, he said, I got something to share with you in about 2 weeks. How many super chats for each you go to Brazil? Probably at least, we'll go with 20,000, I guess. And that's something which has been happening for years now. I don't want to go through the effort of making the collage, but Grums always says in about 2 weeks. In about 2 weeks this, in about 2 weeks that, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 more weeks, 2 weeks. Those 2 weeks never come. Let's go ahead and share this tab instead. And so this guy's been around for the whole time, and he finally got sick of it. So what he's doing is he is making his own Firefall successor. Now we'll just watch it from the beginning. I owe him that much. He has already done more than Grums. That looks shit as hell. Well, yeah, this is just... He's just getting into this. You can't expect him to have the whole thing complete in a month. He's just showing that he is making some progress, and that he is doing stuff. He has done more in a month than Grums has done in his entire career. So, let's back it up a little bit, man. Let's back it up a little bit. It looks... Of course it looks generic as hell. He's beginning this. I'm expecting this guy... See, this is why I was trying to make my own game a couple of years back. Because I got into Unreal Engine 5 after my Discord bullied me. And I noticed I had a knack for it. I was able to figure things out. Usually I struggle with these type of technical things, but... I don't know. For some reason... I was able to just kind of get it. And this guy is showing that. Look at how far he's gone. He's using the same engine as Grums. And his movements look a lot smoother than anything you see from any of the Grums demo gameplays. 10 years. 10 years. Unbelievable. So yeah. And other people are starting to catch on to this as well. More and more people are starting to realize, man, this ain't going anywhere. And so there's a lot of people right now in the culture war that people think of as allies that I just want to just shout, you are fucking worthless. And I don't know why people give you enough money to have you make 6 figures at least a year. Because it's the same playbook every single time. They talk about how someone should do something. They rally the troops. Come on, we're fighting back. We're winning. Give me your money. Give me your money. Give me more of your money. We're going to do things. I'm going to do things. On and on and on. And then what happens? Nothing. And whenever they get called out on it in any type of way, oh, I'm just the guy. I'm just some dude. You can't rely on me for this stuff, man. I'm just some asshole talking on a mic. I know I keep talking about how we're winning the culture war and I am some culture warrior and we're gonna do it, but don't actually rely on me, man. Just give me the money like you would. That's basically what I'm seeing from these people. And I want to be able to call them out. But I saw what happens when I called out Grums. I always pull the trigger way too fast. Speaking of Grums, remember EVS and comment? Yes, I do. Those are easy to call out because, has he released his book yet? He's got, like, what, like 3 or 4 books? The other half a decade behind? And shit like that. Now, for me, I have things I want to do. And something I noticed when I released the new characters and new mascots is just how often I say, oh man, I've been wanting to do this for years. I have been planning this for years. And now I can finally do something. I am behind with this business. I am. I'm really far behind. With all the things I want to do, and all the things I've done, it's not good. And I can confidently say, no, it's not my fault. It's not. I used to always blame the hell out of myself for this stuff, but then, after a certain point I realized, with the stuff I've done with what I've had, it's genuinely impressive. Especially compared to some of these other clowns. And how little they put effort into whatever they're doing. So that is my goal. To start doing this stuff. Unfortunately, and people are not going to hear this, it's going to be a multi-year thing. I'm not going to be able to just change the course of the mediums that I'm involved in a year or two. That's not how this works. The business still has to get built up. I gotta collect more money, collect more resources. And I'm still in the stage where I'm barely surviving. So I am still a ways away from being able to do all these good things. But it's like I said, my biggest gap in business is right now to get myself a big enough home so I can house myself in a place away from the business. And also have all my business stuff around and be able to expand to do more stuff. Because right now it's bad, man. I am well beyond capacity for this tiny ass apartment. Money is a real concern for this kind of creative work. You're not out there e-begging to finance it or taking on irresponsible amounts of debt. No, I'm not. Well, I'm taking on some debts, but not irresponsible amounts. I've been able to pay off a lot of debt so far, which I'm happy about, but yeah, I need to be able to start doing stuff. And it's why I've talked about this on Twitter and on Discord. I'm going to start being more aggressive with the promotional stuff. Like, you guys keep saying you want to see shit get done. I will get that shit done. Even if it takes me a couple of years, because this is not going to be an easy thing. This is the energy I used to have back in the day. Just rely on me and I'll get the shit done. And unfortunately, my side of the culture war seems to have some kind of aversion to actually getting shit done. I can make a lot more money doing this, yapping and talking, than I could actually making something. I could be 80% finished with my video game, like a AAA quality level, and the support I would get would be less than just somebody talking on a mic or tweeting things out. People who never actually create anything. I wouldn't even say what they do is creating content. I've grown to really despise the types of people who just pull up somebody's tweets, read it, and just says that's the end of the video. It's very annoying. And something else that's annoying, give me a second, I gotta look this up. It's important to keep things separate, makes it easier to focus on things, yes, which is why I am trying to keep my study/meditation room clean from work. Because it does a wondrous amount of good for my mental health. I don't like using that word because so many people bastardize it, but I'm legit when I use it, at least. And my mental health and just my overall clarity. Being able to think about not just the business, but other things. Okay, that's all I want to see. Sorry, I want to double check something. Yeah. So I gotta level up my talking so I can convince people properly that I am the person you need to go to get this shit done. Your sanctuary is clean and clear of distraction and stress. As much as I could. And it's not easy. It's not. So you're gonna see more live streams from me. I'm gonna do things that I don't want to do. I'm telling you that right now. I'm not talking about sucking dick or anything. I'm talking about, like, react streams. Would I react to other people's videos? As you all know, I was a huge opponent against that. Because all you're doing is just taking away somebody else's work. And just throwing your face on it. And most people's reactions are just so painfully fake or so painfully dull that I don't understand how people can tolerate it. I tried to watch a couple of those from, my favorite movie is Neja 2. And I watched some people's reactions to it. I couldn't finish it because all they were doing is they were just saying what was happening on the screen. That is all they were doing. They were just saying what was happening. It's like, oh, he got the spear. Oh, he got hit. Oh, man, look at that. Oh, man. That was the entire thing for, like, the first 20 minutes. Like, I can't do this. I'm not learning anything. Why are people watching this? Why do they have, like, 3 million subscribers? What the fuck is going on? And then there's other people. Like, oh, is this the new trailer? DLC? Oh, man! Oh! I don't believe it! Whoa! I can't believe it, guys! Can you see that? And so many fucking idiots fall for it. I don't understand. Like, do you really think anyone actually gets that hyped about anything? Like, god damn. It's just annoying to see. It's not as bad as professional Wikipedia readers who don't even watch stuff. That too. If you guys didn't know, I'm working on another video right now. The script is done. I edited my... Well, no, I recorded it. I still have to edit the audio. But we're on that stage of the video. Gotta edit the audio, and then edit the actual video. It's gonna be another 50, 60 minute long video. But after that, I think I'm done with the long form content, because nobody watches long form content. I'm gonna have to start making smaller things. I'm gonna have to start clipping things from these live streams. Another reason I gotta do more of these. People love the clips. Love the clips more than the actual streams themselves. And that's what I gotta do. And I gotta work out more so I just stop getting out of breath for something so little. you can react to bad joy like the others and cash it in too. I've already done that, and I've even done it on this stream. I don't want to become one of those people. I don't want to become the, what do you call them? Just the cash cow milkers? The low cow milkers? Basically, they just keep beating a dead horse over and over and over again to the point where it just becomes dull. I've been waiting 8 years for the downfall of the Decoder, and even I'm sick of all the videos coming out. Slop cows, yes. I just heard the reason I like you. I need to work out. My former personal trainer turned fat man, and I hate it. Like, I've still got... no. Alright, I still got some level of muscle, but as you can see, not a lot. There's barely anything left. Like, I'm no longer just fat, I'm fat and I'm losing muscle. Which is embarrassing. I spent over a month away from the gym because I was focusing on anime Matsuri. But now that that's over with... now that that's over with, I can go back to the gym more regularly. I'm actually kind of sore right now from just 2 days ago now. Tomorrow it's back to the gym. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do yet. I need to get my shit together, basically. Is what I'm trying to say. Oof, bad combo. What's a bad combo? Hypocritical drama forms. Yeah, I don't want to be a drama form. I will milk that shit like once and maybe twice. But it's not going to be my main focus. Yeah, don't turn into Ilara. I'm not sure who Ilara is, but I'm going to assume I don't like them. If I had the space for home gym, I would have that. Yeah, I don't have the space for such a thing. Yeah, I can do squats. But, yeah. I want to be able to talk about big things again. Important things. I want to give people a reason to watch these streams. I don't want it to be just me bitching about stuff, or me complaining, or me pointing things out, yada yada yada. I'm black-pilled enough as it is. Hopefully I can speak my way out of my own black pill. And, bring some light into other people's minds. I don't know, maybe start being a little bit less secretive, for lack of a better word, my Taoism stuff. And communicate about that stuff a little bit better. Deadlift the coffee machine. No, I'm not gonna deadlift the coffee machine because I might drop it. I'm not dropping my $3,000 coffee roaster. I'm not doing that. But I don't know if the K-Cup machine will be successful enough, so I don't want to jump into that just yet. Especially since making coffee is a pain in the ass right now. Another reason I need my own home. Because, I get a kitty that's 75-pound coffee roaster down 2 flights of stairs. To do it. It's such a hassle. And I gotta do it with the blazing sun of Houston hitting me. I need a place for the garage. People keep recommending to me getting these like small workspaces, and I really wish they would stop, because I've looked into those spaces. It's not worth it. 1, I'm not gonna be able to roast coffee in there. 2, I've looked at the prices for even the cheaper ones. I would be saving more money just buying the home that I want and doing everything from home, and not driving 30-40 minutes into the city to be able to make some tea or roast some coffee or whatever else. So that's not happening. Now, something I have to do this weekend is figure out why Kick did not go live. You be quiet. View your channel. It doesn't make any sense. It's connected. It's connected to the Streamlabs. It's just not playing. Whatever. Live the dream. I want to live the dream, but I'm not making nearly enough. It was like, fuck me, guys. Something somebody said a month or two ago, I mean, just up to all annoyed. They said that if you want to grift, the right side of the culture war is not what you want to go to. Yeah, I know Rumblefield too. That one I kind of expected. They said that you can't really grift off the right side of the culture war. It's like, you were so full of shit. You were just so full of shit. Yet there's so many people making 6-7 figures off of this grift. It's insane. And unfortunately, since I'm actually working and doing stuff, I can't do the same things they are. I can't just whip out people's tweets and then make a quick 15-minute video reading their tweets and saying the same opinions that you know the person is going to say. I feel like even when I half-ass something, I do twice as good a job as some of these people. And I gotta start being aggressive and just calling the shit out. But I am looping and I am out of tea. There were a bunch of other things I want to talk about, but now I don't know if I have the energy. Because I am, again, practicing and I'm an old man. I've gone for an hour and 12 minutes. Let's see. Horrifying reason, I decided I needed to live stream and talk about that. Talk about anime Matsuri. The new logo, mascots, and what I want to do with them. Not really. The Sparking Zero DLC. I have not. The coloring, talked about that. I hate conservatives too with Burritogate. I haven't really touched upon that. New video, I just touched upon that. Yeah, I don't want to waste people's time. I think I've hit the limit of where I am. I don't want to just ramble on about nothing. So if people want to give those last minute super chats, I am more than welcome to take them. Give you guys a few minutes to do that. While I double check some other things. What is this? Nope. Okay, then yeah, I'm pretty much set. Nothing left for me to do. I think we got $20 in super chats, which again is about double what the clothing makes. I'll take it. Every little bit helps. I want to see those numbers start to climb, but I gotta start putting in the effort. Because if I'm gonna start trying to make more money via these live streams, I gotta actually give some good content. Right now, it's still a really low bar from what I am. But this is all practice.
Your website sucks last time I checked.
Captain Ridiculous Awesome Sauce. Hoping I'm saying it correctly, that's a long name. $5 for T-Man's new house. Yes! $5 for the new house. So yeah, I'm gonna get better at this. And I really think I am gonna get better at this. There's a fire lit underneath me with this stuff. And it's a fire that, unlike previous fires, does not seem to be going out. I'm not going to be doing daily live streams. One, maybe twice a week. We'll see how things go. Also depends on sales. But I want to be able to give you guys something worth listening to. Before I can do that, I gotta practice speaking again. I gotta stop being so much of a hermit. Going weeks without speaking to people, that's not a healthy thing to do. Invite affiliates onto your streams, that is one of the plans. Inviting affiliates onto the streams. Because I can't just be speaking into this black dick in my face. I gotta actually speak to a person with a back and forth. And that's something I'll be... First, I gotta figure out why the hell Kick didn't go live and why Rumble didn't go live. That's what I'm gonna be trying to fix this weekend. But with all that said and done, thank you all who have stopped by. It's been a fun stream. I think I did a better job than I expected, all things considered. I didn't get to everything I wanted, but I did good enough. Gave me a good idea of the concept of pacing. So thank you all who joined us. Thank you all who watched VOD. And I will see you next time, which will hopefully be sooner rather than later. Farewell.